Alright, so I'm here replacing a belt on a 2004 V6 2.7 liter, I believe, Hyundai Sonata. And to get the belt off, what I had to use was 23mm wrench to push down the tensioner to get the belt off. And then I used 12mm socket to remove the tensioner because the belt is actually fed through the tensioner. It's not just something you can pull off. As you can see, it's kind of like gonna be locked into that little piece right there. I can try to feed this sucker through. I don't know if I can get a good angle or not. So this guy's gonna go back in here. Like so. That's how it's supposed to be. Like that, maybe. Jesus. Like that. But first, you have to run that belt through this little slit where my thumb is. Little slit there. Okay, you can kind of see that I've got the belt on the tensioner now. So now that it's ran through there, I just need to bolt it back up. And I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time, so. The tensioner is back on, and as you can see, the belt's ran through and the belt can't even come off. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna follow this guideline because it's not anywhere under the hood like it usually is. There's just a vacuum routing diagram and emission information. So I found this online, and this is accurate. We're going to probably start by, this is where we are right now. We're going to probably start by trying to hit the alternator down here, and then I think this is the crankshaft, and then the crankshaft, and then the AC compressor is right there, and there is this idler pulley right here. So we're going to go here, then here, then here, then here, and end up at top where we won't have enough tension to get it around unless we, use this big old 23mm wrench to undo the tension. Thing I overlooked, the tensioner is supposed to have the back side of the belt on top, so you should be able to see the grooves on top, because if you look at this picture, the side with the grooves is going to be going around this one, so this little bit of outside hits this tensioner right here. So grooves go on the alternator, and the tensioner is flat. Like any idler tensioner that's flat means that the grooves go on the outside of it. So again, we have the diagram, and I kind of messed up when I was running it, but I figured out what I did wrong and I fixed it. So this is how the diagram looks. Top part looks good. Looks good. And it's going around the outside of here, and it's going to come in on this idler pulley here. So it's going around the outside. It's coming in on this idler pulley, and it comes up right here. Alright, so we'll fire it up and see if it works, and that's it. So everything's running, going around everything. All the moving parts that should be moving are moving, and there's no parts that shouldn't be moving that are moving. Engine sounds like it's doing fine. No more of that annoying ass squeak. Boy, this was a pain in the ass. So you need, I say, the diagram is super important. The 23mm wrench to pull down the tensioner made life a whole lot easier. And then you also need a 12mm socket to take the tensioner off so that you can feed the belt through it. Yeah, I ended up doing the alternator last because it kept trying to fall off, and it wasn't that hard to reach it when I pulled it through. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That was a pain.